Hi guys, it's Randy Chris from Merak United, and I just wanted to share the making of the concept of the campaign, the movement or the enlightenment of the people's struggle. So it was named "We Are the Struggle," and in Tamil as well, in all three languages, "We Are the Struggle," Api Aragale. So it was conceptualized in 2022 when we all took part in the struggle because we couldn't stay silent anymore regarding corruption, collusion, and then all kinds of things happening in all the other circles that are connected to it as well. So it was about time, because till then we are all involved in our daily lives and in our struggles, and hustling it through with the cards we have been dealt with in this country. But it came to a tipping point where you can't just stand back anymore, and you had to speak. You had to think of the future for your kids and for everything else, because it was like really going downhill. So that was 2022, and we all spoke up and came out. So towards the latter part of 2022, right after there was a regime change, there was tremendous oppression and tremendous propaganda thrown into the next level, using all kinds of mainstream medias and portraying the Aragalaya, the rise of the people, the enlightenment, people who spoke out and people who really came out with good intention, and all the people from everywhere spoke out. So there was a mass campaign, and in every segment there are different kinds of variations. So they really picked on the very easy targets, and really shown the spotlight and tried to really portray the whole struggle, the whole people who came out to speak up. They just showed it as a very negative, very backward. Showed it in such a way in throughout all media and in all news, and you could see them targeting all the easy targets, and really blowing it out of proportion in that regard. So the real voices that were speaking out were not heard, and that was like everyday people like you and me, people who are doing their honest work and really putting the hard work through. And so right in front of our eyes, the media just kept on showcasing the negative aspect of only the just making it so polarizing in such a way. As citizens, I think we have to be educated. We have to know about our rights, at least be educated about what we are entitled to in the Constitution. And when it comes to rights also, there are so many experts in Sri Lanka who have worked with international organizations who shine the light on the fact that rights are different from country to country. Even in Sri Lanka, for example, there's no right to food. There's no right to housing. So those are some examples. But those are addressed in our government policies. It's Mula Dharma, the fundamentals, the government should take care of the food and the housing and whatever. So in that way it's enshrined. So it's not an actual right in Sri Lanka. So it's a lot to be educated on those rights as well, but at least we should be educated on what our constitution is and what we have the rights to do. And speaking up and raising your voice and showing your dissent is another democratic right that you have. So in that regard, we were being marginalized, and we were being portrayed as the whole movement, the people who spoke out was the whole movement was shown in a very negative manner. So that's where this whole concept comes in. And I was also when it from April 9th I was like really in it, and connecting with all the movements, and you know, mostly they are very young youth, and also you know, people in my age, and a lot of people took part. So like, you know, it was really amazing. It was not only digital, it was hands-on, it was physical as well. We did a lot of sacrifices, like, you know, we went with the kids as well, and there were no transportation. We had to you know, so but people really came together, and there are a lot of movements, and as well in every movements there are different fractions, so you had to know, okay, this is this. So I met a lot of real good people, and so this concept was actually initiated and by the group in GGY, Chamin the Dias, and they felt the need to really show that we are also the struggle, not the people that the media showcases as, see, you know, this happened for, you know, this negative thing happened, you know. Not only that we are also the struggles. That's where this concept came in. Api Aragale, or it was first said like Aragale Api, but we changed it to Api Aragale, and we are the struggle in English. We decided to go in 3 languages, and there are 3 different logos that I made for the 3 languages. So so I was in the middle of, so let's talk about how this whole concept initiated, like, you know, after Chamin Das show the, you know, concern to bring up that idea forward. I started developing the logo, and as usual, as any designer would, I was like listening to some inspirational music, very moving music, and making the logo. And the logo, as we know, the fist of protest is like showing dissent, like, you know, that's the symbol. So in this regard, I wanted to show, I want to extend it a bit, and I want to show, you know, people are being dragged down. So like, you know, all the other people are showing everyone else support. So like, you know, that's why you see three hands, like, you know, one holding like this, and all the others are like, you know, helping each other to take a stand against corruption and all kinds of injustice. That's the concept which I thought of, and as I was like making it, it developing, it kind of extended into, as I was listening to the music, I was like really thinking, like, you know, yeah, I mean, you know, to extend the concept of the fist, like, you know, so like there are a lot of roles that you can see in the video, that as people we are sharing things, we are working hard labor, and at the same time we are also voting as well. We are voting, and we vote in the corrupted, vote in people who, you know, might get power hungry and corrupted. So that's showcased there, and a lot of examples. And of course that music was done by Dwayne Ford. The album is called The Fathers. So we reached out to him also, and he was like generous enough to really give us the track to be used in the video for a good cause. So like, you know, really shouts out to Dwayne Ford. You can search his music, really epic, cinematic, dramatic music, and shouts out to them. So I think that's how this whole concept came to be. It was such a beautiful thing to take part in. I mean, you know, that's always as an artist, as a creator, you know, there will come a time where you have to choose, like, you know, you have to step up and, you know, show up, you know, not be selfish anymore. And it's nice to do something like this, you know, even without a monetary gain, because we know it's needed, and that's very important. So I just felt the need to share this with you guys, how the concept came about and how I extended it and where the motivation came from. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and please share it around, and stay educated, get educated about your rights, about our rights, the Constitution, so that there are no loopholes to be left for the people to exploit for their power. Cheers. Peace out.